Hi, I'm Bob New. I'm directing Blithe Spirit at Lyric Arts. Here's what I love about Blithe Spirit. The fact that it's written by Noël Coward, who was one of the great geniuses of the 20th century, who is now a little bit underappreciated and needs to be reappreciated. He's incredibly witty, he's incredibly smart, he's hilarious. He puts people in these absurd, wonderful situations and then treats them as though they're British royalty and they just have to figure their way out of it. I think what's fun with working with Null Coward is his text is so rich. He just brims with so much wit and sophistication. It's like if Downton Abbey were a comedy, you would get Null Coward. Well, what audiences can expect to see, I think they can expect to hear a lot of wit. They can expect to see a lot of great physical comedy. They can expect to see very sophisticated people in very absurd situations with perfect British accents. Well, you know, right now we're in the throes of British mania. I mean, as I'm talking to you today, right now, Prince William and Kate are in New York, tearing up the town there. And we're all watching that and seeing what's happening. And then, of course, I reference again Downton Abbey. I mean, one of the most successful TV shows in the last decade. We have this fascination with the British upper classes, I think. There's something about the way they live, about the way they went through their life every day that seems very elegant and charming, and a lot of things that maybe a lot of us don't get every day in our daily lives. But what's brilliant about Null Coward is he puts them in these ridiculous, difficult situations that they have to use their wit to find their way out of. One of the things that fascinates me about this play, and sociologically, is that the play was written in 1941, which is when we're setting it. And of course, 1941 was in the middle of World War II, and the Brits were certainly getting some of the worst of that. Most of the Western theaters were bombed, if not destroyed, but this is pure escapism. I mean, Coward didn't want to address the war in any way, shape, or form, and he doesn't, because he just wanted audiences to be able to have a night of fun and laughter and frivolity and not have to worry about what was going on in their daily life. I suppose the most unique thing about this production is that Lyric Arts has never done Null Coward before, and I think it's a real rite of passage for a theater to show how grown up it is by tackling something this sophisticated, this heady, this verbally adroit, where you really have to rely on fantastic actors who can deliver that text with, again, wonderful English accents, because we have a great cast, and use wit and charm rather than slapstick and farce. Not that I don't love those things as well, but they use wit, they use charm, they use repartee to move the story along. And I think that's a sophisticated order for a theater, and I'm really proud that Lyric Arts has taken on this kind of a show. I just couldn't be more excited to be doing this show at Lyric Arts. I'm always excited to work at Lyric Arts, but to be handed this wonderful gift is just so fun. It makes the whole process such a joy, and we feel very strongly we're going to bring that joy to you, so please come see our show.
All indiscreet but seemed romantic.